What's up, everybody? This is T from T-Dubb BBQ. If this is your first time, welcome to my channel. If this is not your first time, welcome back. Do me a favor before we get started. Make sure that you're subscribed. Hit the like button on this video and leave a comment. Today we're doing beer can chicken. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with beer can chicken, you basically just take a whole chicken and you set it on top of a can of beer and you put it on the grill and you get a lot of flavors and a lot of moisture from the beer can being inside the cavity of the chicken. So if you've done beer can chicken before, let me know in the comments what type of beer you like to use. But it's real simple, set it and forget it type of cook. So let's get into it. All right, so we have the chicken here. We got it cleaned up and dried off for the most part. Today we're going to be using some chicken rub, and we're going to come back through here and probably top it off with some Heath Riles honey chipotle rub. And so what you want to do is you want to get it nice and seasoned inside the cavity. This is very important. That's where your flavor is going to come through. And also you want to try to work underneath the skin and get some seasoning in there as well. And you want to come on, get this side where the breast is, and underneath the skin in there. Rub that in. And where your leg and your thigh is, your leg quarter area, some seasoning up in there and rub that in. And then you get outside on your skin. And when you get out on the skin, you wanna pat that in. You don't want to rub too much. Pat that in, get the back area. And of course, I'm gonna go over with some more seasoning, but I want to get this in the refrigerator for a couple hours. Overnight is ideal, but you can get at least 4 hours and let it do what's called like a dry brine. That works out great. Get underneath the wings, top part of the cavity. Now we're gonna come with this heat. I'm gonna come with this Heath Riles honey chipotle. A little bit of that. This is also going to give it a nice color as well as a great flavor. Then since we did that, we're going to come back in here with this chicken rub top. Okay, and we're going to let this chill out in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. All right, so this has been in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. I had it sitting out on the counter for about 20 minutes or so, and I'm going to get this set up before I actually take it out on the pit. But here we go. As you can see, that seasoning has started to penetrate this meat some, which is great. And so here we have some little thing to hold your beer can. You don't always need, or you don't necessarily need one, but it's good to kind of hold your chicken. Honestly, in most cases, you could probably use the actual can itself to hold the chicken up, but today we're going to use this. I saw this in the store. I thought it'd be pretty cool to try it out. And we're going to be using an IPA today. Never did beer can with an IPA. Saw that it would be pretty good. So what you want to do is you want to pour out about a third of the beer. That goes right there. And so what we're gonna do, I wonder if I have to get another glove. Let me get another glove just in case. And so what you do is you just take chicken and you place it over the cavity like that. Matter of fact, I think I want to turn it this way. Yeah, I like that better. So just gonna put it over the cavity like that. Um, Tuck your wings back if you like. You don't have to, but gonna get a little more seasoning on this when I take it out to the pit. But as you can see, yeah, that's not going anywhere. And yeah, next time you see me, we be out on the pit, guys. Okay, so the smoke is starting to thin out. So we're gonna get this on the pit. And I just got a drip tray down there, no water, just something to catch the drippings, and here we go. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna slide it up a little bit. Probably come back out here and put some potatoes on there, some sweet potatoes. But yeah, be back in a second. All right, so I got that warming rack on there. Just gonna put about 3 sweet potatoes on here. Get those nice and done up, and then all right, let's get a couple of wood chips sprinkled in here. And I'll be back in about an hour. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes instead of an hour. Losing some sun, so I want to get an early check and see how things are looking. So we had some nice color happening here. It's pretty good. The potatoes are looking good. Not gonna do any temperature checks right now, but depending on how much light we have left, you may or may not see me back out here before I go inside. But it's looking pretty good, guys. And here we have the finished product. The skin turned out nice and crisp. The inside was very, very juicy. The flavors together with the beer and the seasonings, it turned out very well. Thank you for tuning in. Click the logo to subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see you next time.